The Pistons just increased their chances of becoming NBA champions. Here's how. Shams dropped a tweet this morning letting us all know that unfortunately the Pistons will be without Cade Cunningham for an extended period of time due to a collapsed line. With that being said, sometimes great players are crutches for their NBA teams. It doesn't allow for guys to continue to thrive and be aggressive as they watch Cade go one-on-one after ball screen after ball screen after ball screen. Sometimes you need to lean on your superstars, and sometimes superstars need to lean on their teammates. And this is one of those situations. The Pistons probably weren't going anywhere, to be honest, with the offense that they were running through Cade. The issue is the stars aligned around him. They aren't great at scoring at their own will, and they're going to need more of that as the playoffs get started about a month from now. As we sit here today, the Pistons only have one player on their roster not named Cunningham who has scored more than half of their points unassisted, and that's Daniss Jenkins. When you look at the other contenders in the East, you have the Boston Celtics, who have JT, JB, and Peyton Pritchard all scoring more than half their points unassisted. Then you take a look at Cleveland. We all know about James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, but they also have Dennis Schroeder, who was a huge part of Detroit's success last year in the playoffs. And then there's the Knicks. They're the other contender in the East that you worry about offensively when it comes to playoffs, and for good reason, because they only have one player on their roster who's scored more than half of their points unassisted, and that's Jalen Brunson. So why is this important? As you look at the history of the NBA playoffs, teams are incredibly great at scouting. They're taking away scripted baskets. Unscripted baskets are valued at a high premium. So with Cade out over the next month, this means guys like Jenkins, Sasser, LeVert, Thompson all need to step up their game and get opportunities to be aggressive on the offensive end. Even when you look at the NBA Finals last year, the Pacers had three guys that scored at a high level on their own with McConnell, Halliburton, and Nembhard. And the Thunder, of course, had Jalen Williams and NBA MVP SGA. So now the Pistons have a lot of work to do. And don't get me wrong, if Cade Cunningham can't return in time for the NBA playoffs, then this run is over. But man, will it prime them for next year? But either way, this is a great learning opportunity for Pistons players not wearing number 2. But what do you think? Do the Pistons have enough to make a deep playoff run? Let me know.